Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha Izundu and today I have so much makeup in front of me because we are talking all my favorites so far in 2023. So we are at the half year mark. It's been a big year actually for me. It's been a lot of growth for me in the beauty sphere. I've been fortunate enough to be gifted a lot of things, I've bought a lot of things, I've reviewed a lot of things, I've tested a lot of things. We're just gonna go in the order of use, so like primer, foundation, what have you. Some categories are bigger than others, some are just a couple things, some are too many things. So make sure to subscribe if you are new here. Give this video a thumbs up along the way if you are enjoying it. I will link as much as I can. Hopefully I have enough time to link all of this. I'll do my best. I also did a short of this makeup look. A few of you guys requested it. I decided to do it in a shorts format. Let's get into it. So primer, we got a lot. We got a lot of primer. So I'm gonna start with most of these things are new to this year, but some of them aren't. Some of them are just new to me. I've got a couple of revivals that like this first product I'm about to mention, the Dr. Jart Cica Pear. I bought this ages ago and I never used it. Now it's in my everyday section because I actually use this when I'm wearing no makeup. I've got sunscreen on and then I put this on just to get rid of my redness. I have no intention of wearing any makeup. Just sunscreen in this because it is a color correcting treatment. So it goes on green and then it blends into your skin tone and just counteracts any redness. It's just super nice and easy and just gives me a nice even complexion without giving me any coverage. But people use it as a primer, so I thought I would mention that. I don't so much use it under makeup. Like I definitely can, it's a good product, but I just tend to gravitate towards, well, for my no makeup days. Not no makeup, no makeup days. We've got a few brand newbies in here too, but I had to include it. I couldn't not include it because it was like love at first sight. Please forgive me. Some of these are first impression, but I also get to a point where I've tried so much makeup, I know if I love it. The e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer is brand new. I tried it for the first time today. It is fantastic. I'm a big fan of the original putty primer, which isn't in here because I've been using it for a while now, so it's not new. But this is new. It's just as good. If anything, it's easier to use. And it was super smoothing. It does have a different texture. It's almost a better texture, actually. It's a little bit more smoothing, I would say, and then dries down really nicely, but not drying. I got mine from beautybay.com. I'll have it linked, don't worry. The Kind Collective, the Australian brand, this is the Blur Perfection Primer. This is really nice. So you'd think that this is smoothing for oily skin, but it's actually very hydrating. It doesn't leave a matte finish. So if you're looking for blurring, perfecting, this is color correcting with a soft focus finish, and you have dry skin, I think this is a good option. I still use this with non-dry skin, but it's really beautiful. Offers sheer luminous coverage with color correcting pigments and a soft focus finish. So it's not so much smoothing like this as it is just perfecting and making your skin look lovely before makeup. So this is a really nice product. I really enjoy that. Brand new to me, MCO Beauty Bronzing Drops. I think the people who have issues with this haven't been using it as a mixer. This is a mix-in product. You mix it in with foundation, your moisturizer, just to give you an added glow. It's not meant to be used like a primer like this. Like these are two different products. This can go straight on the face. This is a mix-in product. I mixed it in with my foundation today and it just looked lovely. It just kind of gives a nice radiance. So say I have something like this foundation, which is a natural to matte finish, and I just want to give it a little bit of luminosity, I would add this in as opposed to adding it into something that's already dewy. You don't really need that. But I mixed it in with my moisturizer and I really liked it. I have the original De Bronzy drops that this is duping. I find them quite comparable. So yeah, I really enjoyed that and it's half the price. So love that. Spins already showed you the MCO Beauty Flawless Glow. This is the closest dupe of all the dupity dupes that you can get, not just in packaging. The packaging is exactly the same, but in the actual formula is super similar. What isn't similar are the shades. The shades are not super similar. I don't love this shade. I prefer my Charlotte Tilbury shade. but this is still really nice. It's got a nice peachiness to it. I've got a little bit of gradual tan on now, so this would be like a good color for me right now. But when I am my natural fair, it's not that it's too dark, it's just not what I would have picked. If I had seen the swatches first, I probably would have picked the first shade. But it is beautiful. Beautiful formula. They did really, really well. And then the last primer, ooh, my house is on a slant, so you just can't have anything all roll. Last primer is from DB Cosmetics. This is not new, but it's new to me. This is a Rise and Prime Luminescent Primer. It's a beautiful glowy primer. However, I'm not going to swatch everything, but this I want you to see. It's super hydrating. It's not just pearlescent. It's really, really nice hydration. Like, it feels like a lotion at the same time. So it has that dewiness, not quite as this, because this is like very, I would say this is a step down, but it just feels so nice on the skin. It's a really, like, this is a primer. Really, really, really nice product, so I recommend that too. That was a lot of Australian. I've got a lot of Australian. If you're not Australian, I'm really sorry, but I do review a lot of Australian makeup. But we do have variety still. I've still got some Americana, a little bit of Americana. Let's go in with foundation. I have one powder foundation. It's from the Kind Collective. Love this. If you like a powder foundation, I don't really like pressed powders that much. I find them harder to work with than a loose. I find with a loose you can really buff it in, like with the brush you swirl it in the cap and you can really buff it in, whereas with pressed I find it hard to buff in. So that's why I really love this one. And this is not a full matte finish. It's got a little bit of luminosity, not like crazy, but just enough to make it not look flat. It doesn't look flat on the skin. So this is called the Natural Mineral Foundation Powder. I have the shade Fair. So there was like a cool fair and a warm fair. I got the warm fair just because I am, if I were to be one, I would be the more warmer one, and it's a really nice shade for me. I really love this. It's really natural, but you can build a little bit of coverage with it. Not too much because it's a powder, but it is somewhat buildable. So I really, really enjoy that. And then the rest are liquid. We have all drugstore. I don't have any high-end. I've actually not bought that many high-end foundations. I will be getting the new Hourglass though. So that might be at my end of year favorites. I don't know, maybe. There's no particular order. I'm not gonna do the favorite. I've already shown you this one, the MCO Beauty. This is not new, but it's new to me. This is the Ultra Stay Flawless Foundation. This is their full coverage dupe. You can tell me what it dupes. I think it's the Giorgio Armani, but I'm not 100%. Anyway, I have the shade Classic Ivory. It's too dark, but it would be good right now because I have a little bit of gradual tan. So if I just have the slightest tan, this is okay. But my actual natural it's too dark. But that's okay. The formula is wonderful. Shade range is horrific. MCO Beauty's shade range is not good. I don't know any Australian brand. Actually, Australis is not bad. Australis is not bad. For their complexion, Australia is really bad at complexion inclusivity. This one included. So even it doesn't go light enough in my opinion. The actual formula is fantastic if you want medium to full coverage, natural finish. It's gorge. L'Oreal True Match Nude. This surprised me. I was never interested in this because I was told it's like a sheer coverage. And if it's dewy, I was like, okay, I got enough dewy tinted moisturizers. Well, I finally bought it not that long ago, a month or two ago. It is so beautiful. As someone who has normal to oily skin, right now I'm a little bit dry in winter, the way that it looked hydrating but dried down, what kind of sorcery is this? I have the lightest shade, 0.5 to 2, very light. It's just beautiful. The shade match is beautiful. I'm a little bit darker right now, like I said, but this is stunning. Speaking of, actually I feel the same about all of these, so I'm going to be very emotive. It is also very late at night, so I'm a little bit tired, but we're still going to be emotive. The Maybelline Super Stay. I've been seeing mixed reviews on this. I'm surprised. 24-hour skin tint with vitamin C. Beautiful. Beautiful. Actually did a review of this, a video. I will card it for you. And I did a little comparison with this one. The shade bunch is perfect. The finish is perfect. It's just, I think I would like this more in winter than summer, but it had that long wear to it while still looking dewy. And I think that's very hard to do because most dewy slips around and I don't like it when it slips around. But this, she's special. She's a special one and I respect you. What I don't respect are these bloody droppers though. Next, La Roche-Posay. This is the BB cream in 01. Oh, this is what I would wear if I'm wearing all cream products. I wouldn't necessarily go for this for like a powder down full glam, but it has its purpose. Love the packaging, love this so much. Give it to me in all the foundations, honestly. So nice and easy. And you can control it. Even with a pump, you can't control how much comes out. I just think this is just such a wonderful product. Once again, shade range horrific. But I like the price, I like the product. Dewy, light coverage. Just your everyday whacker on kind of product, but makes your skin look beautiful. And then last foundation is one that I used for the first time today, so don't judge me. But I think you guys will understand why it made it. It's the new Revlon Skin Caring Foundation. I don't think I've ever really used Revlon foundation before because I've never really been interested until this. My friend at work was like, hey, did you see it's at Priceline half off today? I was like, no, I did not. So I finished work and I went right to Priceline and I bought this. I paid $21. I think it goes for about $42 full price. I got the 50% off. I think it's still 50% off now, but I don't know when this is going live. So this has got 5% squalane and hyaluronic acid. I got the shade 117. It's perfect for me. It is a neutral, leaning, slightly warm. Perfect. Love it. It's got a luminosity, light, buildable to a slight medium, but it just makes your skin look really healthy. I would say it's similar to this one, but a little bit more of a dry down. This one stays dewy. That's all the foundation. Let's go into concealer. I did pretty well because I have a lot of concealers that I love, but I went for the cream of the crop, basically. My preference is full coverage, natural to matte finish, usually. I have in here a light coverage. Costas is one of my favorites. That's a dewy finish, but generally I like something where you only need a little bit, blend it out and it stays put all day. And that generally is a natural to matte finish, full coverage. Because the whole thing with concealer is the more you use, the more cakier it gets. So that's why I like something highly pigmented to just do a little dot, done for the day. Urban Decay Quickie. Sorry, Stay Naked Quickie. I got the shade 20NN. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. I'm so glad I bought it. It's solid. It's similar to my Hourglass, which is my holy grail that I have finished. And this is a good replacement for that. If you're willing to spend the penny, it's worth it because it is full coverage, matte, but not drying. I wouldn't say it's heavily drying. You know what I love, but it's really drying? The Too Faced Multi-Sculpting Concealer. It's insane. It's so good. It's such good coverage, but it is a little drying. Less is more with that, buddy. MCO Beauty. I've been sent a lot of MCO Beauty this year. That's why that's making a bit of a feature. And the Kind Collective. They both kind of inundated me with products, and I basically selected what I like. Love. This is the Luminous Highlighter Pen. This is really nice. This is a dupe for the Touche Éclat, the YSL. So it's a brightening, very light, in the inner corner, nice everyday, something to go well with like this La Roche-Posay. Just for like your really nice light makeup days. It's a really nice formula. It's really hydrating and just brightens. It instantly brightens without looking like you've got full on makeup on. It's really, really nice formula. They did really well. The MCO Beauty, I really like their Shape Tape dupe as well. This is not new, but it's new to me. Like I said, I've been trying a lot of their products this year. This is the shade Ivory. It's just so good. It just goes perfectly with their foundation. It's full coverage. I would say it's a natural finish. I wouldn't say this is a matte finish. It's really nice. Their other concealer is horrible. I decluttered it. The one with the little puff on the end, I didn't like that one. It went all super cakey under my eyes, but this one is really, really nice. And then the Revolution IRL Filter Finish soft matte concealer. It is a soft matte, so it's matte, but it doesn't feel heavy and cakey. I got the shade C3, so this is very brightening for me because it's got a pink undertone. So when I want that full glam look, this is what I would turn to. Really, really nice. She's solid. I still want to get that powder. I keep saying that I'm going to get it, and I will get it. Revolution's never on sale though. At Priceline. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, let's go to powder. I've only got 2 powders. That's cool. Huda Beauty, she's a beauty. Cherry Blossom Cake Easy Bake. This is my first time with a Huda Beauty powder. I'm a bit late to the party, but this is the pink one. It's stunning. It's so pretty. I love it. It is finely milled. It is undetectable. It is blurring. It is smoothing. It is just everything you could ever want in a powder. If I had all the money in the world and all the storage space in the world, I'd get the regular one too, like the cupcake, the non-pink one. But for now, I'm very happy with that one. And then on the other spectrum, we have the Kmart OXX Cosmetics mattifying and setting pressed face powder. So good. It is the same. It's like undetectable, smoothing, blurring. It is like $4. It is so smooth, guys. I think they had 2 shades. I think they had one for medium to dark skin as well. This is just the white translucent one. It's so good. It might even be the one that I take away with me, because if it does break, it's just a $4 replacement, you know? So really, really enjoy that one. If you want something affordable, it's really good. Let's do bronzer. Let's do it. Let's fly, Jetstar. Let's do cream. I got 2 cream, 2 powder. Not that many, actually. I tend to buy more blush. I got a lot of blush. I tend to buy more blush than bronzer. I don't know why. I love bronzer. I love bronzer. Love it. Revolution. This is the one I'm wearing today. Can't really see. Oh, you can kind of see. I'm looking very dewy today. I gotta say, I think it's the lights. I think they're making me a bit dewy. This is the Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer. This is a shade medium. I bought the medium because Tanika told me to. And if Tanika tells me to do something, I do it. So she recommended the medium because of the tone, and she's right. It's beautiful. Because the light is too warm. This is a common occurrence. Fair to light products are too warm, but their medium counterparts are a really nice neutral. So you go in lightly, which looks like I've barely used it because you just kind of touch it to warm it up. And then I prefer using it with a brush. It's so good and it's so affordable. I think I paid $12 for it. On the other end, we've got, oh, well, you know what? We've got quite a mixture of high-end and drugstore. But that's me, isn't it? You guys know that. I work at Mecca, so I get a lot of nice high-end at a good price. And then I pay for most of my drugstore. Rose Inc. I got this one free from work, and bless my soul, bless their soul for giving it to me. This is the cream bronzer in Kawaii. So good. Very natural. This is more full glam. This is more natural. Gosh, you can see a difference in colors. But like, this like really shears out, so don't consider that. This is more full coverage. This is more dewy, more sheer. So pretty. She's so pretty. This is when I want to be like my beautiful, juicy, dewy goddess. Like, bronzy, beautiful. That's when I use this one. DB Cosmetics. Are you listening to me? Did you watch my DPE Cosmetics full face video? I'll link it here if you have not. Or there. I can never remember which side it is. It's very confusing. This bronzer, Get Glowing Pressed Mineral Bronzer in Barcelona Bronze. If you are fair, if you are neutral, if you are cool toned, this is the bronzer for you. I think this was $15, around that ballpark. Highly recommend. Go to your local chemist. That's where DB is. Super light, as in like, you can't overdo it. I love bronzers where you can't overdo it. So you blend, 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 put it on. Beautiful. If you're not fair, you're not gonna like this because it's light. It's light coverage. It's not a full pigment bronzer. It's beautiful and I highly recommend it. High end, Laura Mercier. This is a very old bronzer, but she's new to me. It's been on my wish list for so long and I finally bit the bullet and bought it. Isn't she beautiful? It's a matte baked, no, it's called Matte Radiance Baked Powder. So it is matte, but it is radiant at the same time. I got the shade number 2. So pretty. It's the same idea where it's like just really natural. It's like a glow from within. It's not shimmery, both of them. They're not like shimmery. They're just like an inner glow. It's just subtle. It's a subtle shimmer. And it just looks beautiful. It's so pretty. I love it. I just love it. It's so nice. Okay, blush. I'm getting through it. Go me. Blush. Let's start with cream. Look at me. 2 high-end, 2 drugstore, 3 drugstore, 2, 3, 2. Okay, these are almost a dupe for each other. This is the Australis Dewy and Daring blush in Girl Next Door. It is beautiful. I'm gonna put them together. They're not 100% a dupe, but if you are on a budget, neutral. So neutral. It's very emollient though. It does leave a dewy finish, but like most cream blushes do. If you want a bit of luxury, actually I don't think you can buy this anymore. You know, when I bought this, I didn't know it was limited edition, and then my friend at work was like, yeah, that's limited edition, you can't get it anymore. And I was like, what? This is the Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks blush. This is the shade Mimi. Apparently, can't get it. They're pretty close. Wow, on the camera they don't look close. But if I put it next to a pink, you'd really see that this is more pink. This is the one I'm wearing today, the Westman Atelier. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. I was trying to dupe this makeup that I did in a previous look, and this is what I used because it's in my Shop My Stash at the moment. Isn't it so pretty? I got no highlighter on. That's just the blush. It's so pretty. I'm really upset that I can't recommend it to you guys. But if you did want somewhat of a dupe, it's got that, I'd just say this is a little bit more cool toned, but there's still a neutral blush. Get the Australis Girl Next Door. And then we have the Max Factor Miracle Pure Infused Cream Blush in a Vintage Peony. I have a type. I do have a type, and it is a mauve. I want to say because it's winter. I want to blame it on winter, because in summer I love like oranges. So even though it's got hyaluronic acid, I feel like it dries down more than the others. Like, it's got a beautiful hydration to it, but it doesn't have that creaminess that the sticks have. You can even see it's a lot sheerer. I mean, I didn't sheer the other 2 out, but it's a very different formula, but it's really pretty. It's subtle flush. Really, really nice. And then I got the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wand in Pink Pop. It's beautiful. You know why? Because it dries down. Goes on a liquid and it dries down. I put the lock on it because I don't want to have the pigment just seeping out of it. So I've tried to build it up. But it's so pretty. It's a warm pink, which is why I bought it. I actually don't like cool tone pinks, believe it or not. These are neutral, so they're fine, but I don't like cool tone pinks too much, I've realized over time. But a nice warm pink, oh, so pretty. So it goes on liquid and then dries down, but it doesn't dry down patchy or anything. It just dries down quite natural. It's a really nice formula. They did a really good job on that. And then I have 2 powder blushes, both from Mecca Max, because they're both beautiful. We have Cocoa Rose, which I think I prefer because, hello, look at the color. She's got a type. Neutral. I just love a neutral blush. I wasn't going to swatch everything, and then here I am swatching everything. I don't have any tissues with me. And I got Guava Blossom. They've got a luminosity to it, but they're not glittery. So yeah, I like my warm pinks, corals, and then I love my neutral, very neutral tones. So they're all my beautiful blushes that I'm loving at the moment. Okay, I've only got 2 highlighters. The DB Cosmetics highlight is really nice. This is in the shade, it's called the Illuminating Beauty Wand in Melted Rose. I will swatch these and then I'll stop swatching after that. So it's really nice because it's got a warmth to it. It's got a beautiful glow, but it's not over the top. We're gonna get a focus. Isn't it beautiful? I love highlighters like that, where it really is just this subtle lit from within glow, and it has a lock like the others do. So let's lock it. But it's just really pretty. And I think it's very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury one. Really similar. If anything, it has more work time than the Charlotte Tilbury one. The Charlotte Tilbury one dries down really quickly. This one still dries down, but you have more time to, oh, it's beautiful. Like, DB Cosmetics is like really slept on. And then my powder is the Mecca Max. So this is the Skin Halo in Opal Glow. These swatch horribly, but they look beautiful on the skin. Do I have a brush? Do I have a brush? Not really. I was gonna put a little bit on, but I don't really want to ruin my makeup. It's like this, where it's just got that subtle, no, I don't think, I just need a brush. But yeah, I'm not gonna even bother swatching it because it looks horrible in a swatch, but it looks really pretty on the skin. So that's a really nice highlighter too. Okay, I'm gonna keep the excitement going, and I'm gonna do eyeshadows, and then we'll do lips and the rest of eyes, because I want to keep it exciting, and I know some of these things aren't as exciting. So 2 eye products that aren't eyeshadows. 1 eyeliner from By Beauty Bay in Antique. It is so pretty. What would I describe this as? It's like a dirty brown with a gold fleck. Can you see that? It is so pretty. And these eyeliners do not budge. Like, I'm going to struggle to get this off later. Cleansing oil only to remove that. A micellar water is not enough. And then the Alter Ego eyeshadow base, I am loving. It is so nice. It's just sheer, there's no coverage, but it goes on really silky smooth, and then it dries down, a little bit of tack for the eyeshadow to stick on. So it's smoothing but also adhering as well. It's very good. 2 single eyeshadows, both gifted to me from Rachel. Thank you so much. I love it. This is the L'Oreal, the oil. What are they called? You know these single shadows, the oil eyeshadows? This is, I kept the sticker so I couldn't forget the shade. This is the shade Force, which is a matte, but it's like a buttery satin matte. It is so nice. It looks so good on the lid by itself. Doesn't even need anything else. It's just stunning. And then the Moira shadow. These are the Lucent Cream shadows. I have them too previously, but the one that Rachel bought me is actually my favorite. This is the shade Venus. So it's super shifty. So this is very much a topper. There's not really much pigment in it, but it's got this really warm gold, pink, peach shift. Oh my god, they're so pretty. So they're called a cream, but they're like a powder, like a creamy powder. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So I've been loving those two. Running out of swatch space. The Kind Collective Color Theory eyeshadow palette in golden bronze. Beautiful. So this is really nice if you like super easy eyeshadows that are no fuss. No fuss. But they're not heavily intense pigment intenso. It's not. It's your everyday eyeshadow palette. This is so pretty. So we have the darker colors to deepen it up if you want to, but it's such a soft palette if you just want it for every day. It is so nice, and it's a good price. So I recommend that one. The palette that I'm wearing on my eyes right now, I've had this for literally years, but I have a Reignited Flame. It's currently in my shop, my stash, and I think it's one of my favorite palettes of all time. The tones suit me so well. It's the Juvia's Place Taupes palette. I have the That's So Taupe from Colourpop. This is better in my opinion. It's smaller, but the actual tones, I never want you out of my life. I just want you to know how much I love you. So the shimmers are like creamy pigmented, like look at me. But they're not overdone. They're just like perfect. And then the mattes are buttery, creamy, soft, blendable, buildable. This is a fair girl's dream. I'm telling you. I never want to be without this palette. Alter Ego sent me some eyeshadow palettes. They sent me 3, but I've only used 2. And I'm in love with both of them. So they made it. This is Midsummer which is a dupe for the ABH Nouveau, I believe. Absolutely stunning. I did a YouTube shorts, check my YouTube shorts. I swatched all 3 palettes. So if you want to see what the swatches look like, the shimmers out of this are very special. Actually, they are in this one too. The same, the mattes are super, actually the mattes are very similar to the Juvia's Place ones where they're like really buttery soft and super blendable, buildable, just like easy but high quality. It's just beautiful. And then we have Coastal, which is a dupe for the Rose Quartz palette from Huda. Absolutely stunning. I did the prettiest look with this. I just love these tones. The only way I can get it to focus is if I get rid of my face. Like the camera is great at following my face, but then it doesn't want to focus on anything else. Here we go. This shade here is so special. What's it called? Sparkle. Quickly, eyebrows. I'm just gonna quickly go through them because I know they're a bit boring. The NYX Brow Glue, I hated this at first and now I've almost finished it and I can't live without it. I've used it as my brows because it's cloggy. But if you can learn how to use it, your brows don't move. Brand new to me, Kind Collective have a new clear brow gel. So pretty. I use it in the video that I filmed this morning and it just makes my brows look clean and like tidy. Good job. And then the Mecca Max Micromatic Pencil. That's what I've got in my brows today in the shade medium. Amazing. It's probably my favorite of the year so far because, are you gonna be able to see it? It just doesn't want to pick it up. It's like a little rectangle. It's really thin, so you can make it look like you literally have hair-like strokes. It's really cool. I have 3 mascaras and then the rest are lips. Bobbi Brown's Smoky Eye Mascara. I've already bought a 2-pack set because I love this so much. So I technically have 3 right now. It's nice and small, perfect for travel. If you're like a mini can only last for so long. I'm gonna take one of these away with me when I do my long travel for a whole month because it's got a decent amount while still being small. Beautiful straight wand. It's just fantastic. I love this. The DB Cosmetics is what I'm wearing today. It's a tubing mascara, curl and volume mascara. It reminds me of the Kevin Aquan volume. It reminds me of that one. The wand is totally different. It's really curly, but it's got that separating effect. Like it really separates the lashes. And then I have a waterproof. This is my favorite MCO Beauty mascara. Of all their different mascaras, this is my favorite. It's the waterproof full lash mascara. I don't usually like waterproof mascaras because they're just a bitch to get rid of, but I really, really like this one. It's actually got a rubber silicone wand, which even that I don't really like. But for some reason, this is stunning. Like even the wand has got tiny short little bristles. To look at, it's nothing special, but it makes my lashes look so good. So I love it. Okay, and then lips, I have a couple lip glosses. Australis, I've almost finished this. I have this much left. It has been a hidden favorite that I haven't really talked about because I had it in my bag and I just use it all the time. This shade in particular, it's their new lip glaze. I have the shade Cherry Bomb. When I finish this, I'm gonna buy a new one. I'm obsessed with it. It's the color. It's got that bitten lip look. It's like a purple red, but it's like super sheer. It's a gloss. It is stunning. I'm obsessed with it. And I will definitely be getting another one. Whenever there's a sale for Australis, I'll be getting another one. I don't even care what the other shades are. That's the one. Lano Lips Glossy Balm. This is a new shade called Candy. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it. It's real pretty. If you're not scared of a little bit of glitter, I like Lano Lips. I think their products are really nice. It's just a nice soft red tint. I love this new lip balm. This is more of like a nighttime thing for me. This is the watermelon scented lip balm from the Kind Collective. It's brand new. It came in a little set with a watermelon lip scrub. I'm not a huge lip scrub wearer, but I am a huge lip balm person. I love this formula. Is so good. If you like a really thick, but it's not like sticky thick, it's so good. It's just clear. There's no color. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like watermelon. Really recommend this one. Really beautiful. Then I have one liquid lip. It's the new Maybelline Vinyl Inks. This shade is so good. This is a shade Lippy. I wanted cheeky, but I couldn't get it. It was always out of stock, so I got lippy. And lo and behold, I love it. I love this shade. I'm in my winter element. I'm really enjoying winter. I feel like I am winter. Those are my seasonal colors. So, or autumn. Autumn, winter, kind of either or. But these dark, deep colors I really suit. And I just love, the formula is beautiful. Oh, these are good. I also have the red one, but this is the one. This is the one I love. And then the rest are lipsticks. I bought both, but really it's Bad Blood that's new to me, the Mecca Max. I've had Top Down for a while, which is my true favorite. It's like my favorite nudie sheer lipstick. And then I have, the new one is Bad Blood, which is like a really nice soft red. I actually sold this to someone the other day. She was kind of a shy person who didn't really wear makeup, but she was going on a really big summer holiday and she wanted a red lipstick, but she didn't want a red lipstick, you know? So I recommended this to her with a matching lip liner. She just loved it, and it made me feel so good that she was like, I could tell that she just didn't want like your stark over the top bold red lip, but she wanted something special. And she just loved the idea of this red with a lip liner because she felt like that was a statement for her level of comfort. The Kind Collective, this lipstick is stunning if you love a super nude shine lipstick. Desert Rose Cream Shine. It is so pretty. Look at that color. And it's really nice, and like you can have it, it's like in between a sheer and a cream. It's in between. It's got enough pigment to look like a lipstick, but it's not heavy. It's very light, very wearable. These are super, super nice. Really great formula. Then I have from MCO Beauty their Charlotte Tilbury dupe in Very Shelley, which I believe is Very Victoria. So pretty. Once again, really nice nude lipstick. That's a matte, but they're a comfortable matte and very similar to the OG. And then Bobbi Brown Luxe lipstick in Italian Rose. I'm just loving these colors at the moment. Can you tell? Look at me. I'm picking all the same colors. But this one's got a little bit more red in it. It's so pretty. This is if I, like, oh, I just love it. I love it. The packaging, the quality of this lipstick, it's just everything about it. Makes me feel like an affluent woman. Kath and Kim throws me off. Totally throw me off. That's everything, guys. That's everything. Feel like I've been talking for 2 hours. I still have to do my not favorites, but that's like half the amount. Definitely more favorites, because generally if I hate something, I just don't keep it. So the things that I'm about to film are my fails, but they're not like horrible. I still use them. They're just not like, they're just average. They're not wowing me, you know? So stay tuned for that one. Remember to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know your favorites down below. I need to hear them. I need recommendations. I need reviews. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.